It's South Wayne Coach Conversation brought to you by Dave's Collision Shop and Becker Hardware. We're with head coach Jason Ohrt as the Warriors defeated North Tama 44-36. And coach, four times in 7 games, you've played a one-score game this year, and you finally got one to go your way last Friday night. How'd you get it done?
Our offense played really well. Great blocking, big plays with the quarterback runs, and our fullback ran hard too as well throughout the course of the night. So, we're gelling. We're doing a really good job up front, and the guys, the backs, and the quarterback, in particular Carson Streeter, stepped in a quarterback this week and had a career night for us.
And when you look at overall on the defensive end of things, North Tama had the ball in the red zone, less than a minute to go. They were close to that tying score. Now, you probably don't want to give up 36 points, but your defense definitely rose to the occasion when counted on, correct?
Yeah, it was nice to see us kind of make some of those plays in crucial situations that we were lacking in the previous weeks. We played more of a nickel defense based off of what we saw on film and what we were expecting from them. They chose to run the ball a lot more, which, we were a little soft against the run in that front, but, we put a ceiling over them. We made them have to charge the field down to get points on the board. They were able to do that a little bit, especially the quarterback. He's such a talented player. He was a really good dual threat kid. Didn't have a great night passing against us, but he definitely hurt us with his legs. So yeah, I was pretty pleased with it. And every week, Darren, everybody's going to give you a little bit different of a scheme to prepare for. And so us being able to have certain athletes that can play in space and have some versatility, but then load them up in the box, it's going to help us going forward. But we still need to do a little bit better job of using our hands up front and controlling gaps. We definitely struggled with that a little bit Friday night.
But since you got that one score game to finally go your way, what did that do for the confidence of your team?
Well, it was huge because it allowed us to clinch a playoff spot
Yeah.
too, and that was obviously that's a goal every season, and the kids were really frustrated with not being able to finish games at home. For whatever reason, we're playing and finishing games really well on the road. But at home, we've struggled a little bit in some of those contests. And so to win a game the way we did, tight battle, really was a nice relief for a lot of our kids at home, especially on senior night.
And you mentioned Carson Streeter moving to the quarterback position, him and Braden kind of flip flopping spots. How nice is it to have the versatility of those athletes, knowing the fact that they can do something else that they haven't done the rest of the year when called upon, like Carson was able to last week.
Yeah, I mean, they're two of our best athletes, obviously, and there's not a whole lot that they can't do. And you look at a kid like Braden, who's played Braden on the defensive side in his career. He's played defensive line. Well, he's played defensive end. He's played defensive tackle. He's played linebacker. He's played safety. And we're working him actually at corner a little bit this week. So just the versatility of some of these guys, and Carson Streeter's the same way. He's played everywhere on defense and offense too. And when one guy gets a little banged up, and we're able to switch those two guys around. We had to do it a little bit in the Wapsie game earlier in the year too, because Braden's having some shoulder issues. But we were confident in either one of them behind center.
And when you look at the fact that you're officially in the playoffs and you get to play at least that ninth game going into the eighth week, does that take a little bit of the pressure off this week, or is it a case of, you know what, we got to approach this ball game just like we've approached the previous seven?
Yeah, this contest is big for us because we want to lock up that 3 seed. Just statistically, the odds are better going to a 2 seed than having to be a 4 and going to a 1. And just ending the season on a high note more than anything else. And we told our guys this week, in practice, that the number one thing that we really want to address getting into the postseason is playing better run defense. I feel like if we can play good run defense here week 8 going into week 9 in the postseason, that's going to give us a lot of momentum, and it's going to put us in a situation we're going to be a tough out. I think with what we do, we're able to put points up on the board. Our offense is tough to defend with only 1 week's preparation, And yeah, well, our kids are up to that challenge. We're doing some things this week. We're changing some things up to play good run defense. BCLUW is a sound running football team. They're hard nosed, they're physical. I know they don't have any district wins right now, but they're things, some of the things that we're seeing on film. I mean, they put up 500 yards rushing against an opponent here just a couple weeks ago. So they can run the ball, and so this is a great test for us getting ready for the postseason.
And it is, I believe, your longest bus trip of the year. And when you have a bus trip that long, do you approach things any differently to make sure the guys are as fresh as possible, or is it just something that you got to deal with district football nowadays?
Yeah, well, some of us older coaches like myself might need to get out and have a restroom break there, Darren. But I think the kids don't. I don't think the kids really. It doesn't really affect the kids a whole lot. They love bus rides. Us coaches like myself, not so much. But we can suck it up and get down there, and the ride back's always the longest. Get pretty tired at the end of the night, but we'll be all right.
All right. Well, hopefully it's a happy ride back to Kelmer on a Friday night after a victory, and hopefully a 3 seed in the postseason coming up. Keep you guys healthy. We wish best of luck.
All right, thanks for the time, Darren.
South Winn coach Jason Ohrt. It's brought to you by Dave's Collision Shop and Becker Hardware.